Hello basketball players, welcome back to a new class, but if it's your first time here, my name is Helen and I'm going to take you through a basketball specific class with mobility and stretching. If it's your first time here though, you may also like to try some of my previous basketball classes and I'll leave a link to them down below. So I really hope you enjoy this class and I absolutely love hearing your feedback. So please do hit the subscribe button, hit the like button and leave me a little comment down below on how you found this class at the end. Okay, so we're going to get straight into some movement. So come down to all fours. If you have sensitive knees at the moment, just feel free to pad up with a towel or a blanket. Spread your fingers wide, tuck your toes, and then as you inhale, you're going to lean forward, feel the stretch in your wrists. And then as you exhale, sitting bones to heels, stretch your feet. Inhaling forwards, exhaling back. So keep it with the breath, keep it mindful. And if you've done my classes before, you know I love a toe stretch. So see if when you lean back, you can really press back into the heels. Wonderful. Inhale, feeling that lovely stretch in the wrists and the fingers. Exhaling back. And just make sure you only go as far as feels good for you. So don't feel like you need to go to your biggest, fullest expression every single time you come to practice. Just do what feels right for your body today. Wonderful. Nice. Now I want you to come to a neutral all fours position. So shoulders stacked over the wrists. As you inhale, drop your belly, tip your tailbone, look up. And then as you exhale, round, push the floor away, shoulder blades apart. Nice. Inhale, drop belly, almost as if you're dragging your hands back to your knees. You'll feel a little more stretch in the tummy as you exhale, round. Nice. In your own flow of breath. See if you can find that full articulation through the spine. Wonderful. On your next in-breath, we're going to come to a neutral spine. Spread those fingers, tucking the toes, downward facing dog. So sending the sitting bones back and up. Let's all keep the knees a little bent and see if you can send your tailbone into the sky a little bit more. Good. And then just drop one heel. See if you can straighten one leg. See how that feels. And then switch it over. So bending both knees and then straightening the other. Good. And then just take that motion a few times at your own pace, just to feel out the back of the legs today. Let your head hang heavy. No need to strain the neck at all. Beautiful. Nice. Now have a little look at your feet. You're going to take your feet a bit wider. Bend your knees and then walking the hands back to your feet. Keep the knees really bent. Interlace your fingers behind your back. And then let the fist fall overhead. Let your head drop down. Feel that lovely stretch in the shoulders. So your tummy is like on your thighs here. You're feeling a nice release through the lower back. No need to hold the head up. No need to look at the screen. Just let your head hang loose. Nice. Now for some of us, we may begin to straighten the legs. We may squeeze the palms together so your wrists are touching. But just do what feels most appropriate for yourself today. Wonderful. Bending through the knees, you're going to release your hands down, walking your hands out to a high plank. So a nice strong plank here, shoulders right over the wrist, step your feet about hip width apart. Push the floor away. Take a breath in. As you exhale, your right hand is going to reach back for your left outer ankle. Good. Inhale to plank. Exhale, opposite side. Good. Inhale, plank. So roll through that. And this really isn't about speed. It's more about kind of slowing it down and feeling every little part of the movement. Because if you do it fast, it's actually quite easy. But if you really take your time with it, like slow it down, it's actually a lot more challenging. So keep that core engaged. And you've really got to reach for that outer ankle. Okay, let's do one more. Perfect. And then you're going to lift back and up into a downward facing dog. Nice one. Good. From here, that's inhale, raise your right leg into the sky. As you exhale, you're going to step the right foot on the outside of your right hand. If you need to use a hand to get it there, you absolutely can. Let's keep the back knee lifted, but if you need to drop it, it's absolutely fine. Reach your right hand into the sky. Cool. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, your right elbow is going to touch your right inner ankle. Look to your left. Nice. Inhale, open up. Exhale, bring it down. Nice. Inhale, open up. Exhale. Good. Inhale, reach up. This time as you exhale, your right hand is going to come down. You're going to drop the back knee down, untuck the toe, and then just take a little movement here, maybe forwards and back, maybe side to side. Just feeling into the hips. Keep it gentle. Very nice, good. Spread those fingers wide, tucking the back toes, lift that knee and then step it all the way back to downward facing dog. Remember, slow is better. So see if you can pick that right foot up and then slowly send it back. So you want to find that like mind-muscle connection, that body awareness. Cool. So inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, mindfully step it onto the outside of your left hand. Good. Keep the back knee lifted if you can, but if you need to drop it, that's cool. Inhale, left hand up. Exhale, left elbow to left inner ankle. Nice. Inhale. And exhale, look to your right shoulder. Nice. Good. Inhale, reach up. This time as you exhale, that left hand is going to come down. Drop the back knee, untuck the toe, and then take little movements into the hip. So maybe it's a little left, right, forward, back, circles, whatever you need. Little side to side. So you don't want to force anything here. If you're trying to like release your hips, forcing it is not going to help. You kind of just have to relax and invite that release in. So we're never pushing into pain. Wonderful, nice one. Plant your hands, tuck the back toes, push the floor away, lift that back knee, and then step it back to downward facing dog with control. Good. From here, spread your toes. See if you can send your sitting bones higher and your heels a bit lower. Feeling that lovely stretch in the back of the legs. Cool. Let's drop the knees down. We're going to focus on the upper body for a sec. So we're going to stretch out through our lats and our shoulders a little bit. So for this one, inhale, reach your right hand high to the sky. Then as you exhale, I want you to reach for the left hand corner of your mat. So you're coming across your body. Cool. Plant that hand down. And then from here, come onto your left forearm. Let your head drop down. Breathe deep. You're going to feel it in this kind of region. And here, this is where the breath really comes into play. The deeper you breathe, the deeper the stretch. But don't forget a nice slow and calm exhalation. It's going to calm your nervous system and in turn calm your muscles. And that's where we can really work into our flexibility. Wonderful, good. As you inhale, lift the head, bringing your hands back underneath the shoulders and opposite side. So left hand reaches up. Exhale, reach for the right hand corner of your mat or as far as you can. Plant the palm and then come onto your right forearm. Let the head drop down. Feeling the stretch in the lat, but also in towards your armpit a little bit as well. Just making sure that we're nice and relaxed through the hands and the feet. We're not kind of stressing ourselves out. I have a new class that is a stretch for DOMs, which I think would be really nice to do after practice. So I'll leave a link to that down below because I think you'll like that one. It's a little more focused on the lower half of the body actually. Good. Inhale, lifting the head and then coming back up to all fours. Spread your fingers wide, tucking your toes, sending those sitting bones back and up, downward facing dog. Cool. Have a little look at your feet here. You're going to turn your big toes out to the sides. Bend your knees and then walking the hands back, you're going to sit your bum down into a deep squat here. Now the key is to get your ankles, your heels onto the floor. But if you are up here, that's absolutely fine. Just have that sensation of sending the weight back into the heels. It's a pretty intense pose, and I actually have a tutorial on it because it could be your ankles holding you back, it could be knees, or it could be your hips. So you might need to work on all three, or you might just have like one area holding you back. So I'll leave a link to that tutorial below because I think it's really helpful for a lot of people. Cool. So from here, you're going to take one hand out to the side, keep it in front of your knee, and then the opposite hand is going to reach out. Big breath in. Good. Leaning back here. So this arm is pressing into this inner knee, opening out through that hip. Good. And then bring it down, opposite side. Inhale, lean back, open up. Imagine you're expanding from thumb to thumb all the way across your chest. Good. Deep breath. Exhale, bringing it down. Awesome. Let's take a little seat here. So hands down behind, sit the bottom down. You're going to bring the soles of the feet together. If you are very uncomfortable like this, if your knees are very high up, grab yourself a pillow or a block and sit yourself on it. It will really help you. I don't have one hand and I should, so I'm sorry about that. Either way, soles of the feet together and see if you can just take a few little butterfly movements here. So just find that little bit of activation. Good. Take a deep full breath. And then as you exhale, allow the knees to drop down. Lean your chest forwards into the stretch. So you can grab a hold of your feet or your ankles. Just be mindful that you're not bullying yourself here. If you're really straining and you're really pulling, your body's just going to fight back against you. So you can have a little bit of activation there, but see if you can find the right amount for you today. Let your head drop down. You can self-adjust in this pose if you want. You can bring your elbows onto your inner thigh and you're going to push those inner thighs down. So you're kind of self-adjusting here. If you're in a class with a teacher, they might bring your hands here and roll the thigh back to open out those hips even more. Wonderful, good. Inhale, slowly coming up, closing up the knees like a book. You're going to bring your hands behind, plant your feet, and then just take a little swipe, loosen off the hips and the middle spine. Great, so we're going to take a little hip mobility flow here. If you are a really big fan of mobility, I have a whole mobility playlist, which I think you'll like. Lots of little funky transitions and quite challenging mobility stuff that you can work on. Cool, so from here, we're going to bring our feet flat. See if you can avoid using your hands, but if you need to in the beginning, that's absolutely fine. So you can have your hands clasped in front of your chest. Some of us like to have it on our head. For balance, you might have your arms out. I'll let you decide. Free rein with the arms. But feet flat, feet out wide. Take a breath in. As you exhale, you're going to slowly drop your knees down to one side. Cool. Then we're going to come up onto our knees from here. So if you need to use your hands, absolutely fine. But see if you can use the core. Inhale, lift on up, pushing those hips forwards. And then as you exhale, slowly lower down. Don't bruise your coccyx as you come down. Inhale, center. Exhale, opposite side. Inhale, come up. Squeeze the glutes for the opening in your hips. And come on down. So the slower the better with this one, like most of our classes. And see if you can just run through that in your own time. So what you'll find is you might have just one area of this movement that is a little bit tricky for you, and then other areas that are easy. And I want you to focus and slow down in the areas that are hard for you. So maybe it's the switch here. I want you to really slow that down. Or maybe it's the lift up through the core. Maybe a little bit of momentum. Squeeze your glutes at the top. And then on the descent, nice and slow. Keep breathing. We're going to do a little bit of breath work just to finish off. So it's going to be nice and relaxing just to kind of close the practice together. Let's just do one more each side. This is a great warm-up to do before like weight training as well, like squats and things. It's a really great one. Cool. Nice one. We're going to come down, take a seat, so get comfy. You can sit however you like. Maybe you sit on a pillow or a block. You can be kneeling if you prefer. We're going to bring the hands onto the belly. Close your eyes. And as you inhale through the nose, fill up your belly, so big belly breaths. Like a big balloon, feel it in your hands, and then as you exhale, empty, empty, empty. Pull your navel to your spine, empty out. Good. Inhaling, fill up the belly, the chest. Exhale, empty, empty, empty. Navel to spine. So take that in your own time. Keeping the shoulders nice and relaxed, the face nice and relaxed. So as you inhale, I want you to find that full capacity of your lungs, of your diaphragm. And as you exhale, slow them down and get rid of all that stale air, maybe sitting at the bottom of your lungs. Empty, empty, empty. And then that's going to allow you to take a fuller, deeper in-breath. Nice. Take one more in your own time. And then releasing your hands onto your knees. Keep your eyes closed and just allow your breath to come back to normal. Take a moment to notice how you feel now. Bring your hands together at heart center. Bow your head down towards yourself. Really, really thank yourself for carving out the time, the effort, the energy to look after not just your body, but your mind as well today. Blinking the eyes open and welcoming yourself back into the rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me for this class today. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please tag me in your pictures, in your videos. I love seeing you practice, especially you basketballers. Obviously, I am 5'1", very short arms, very short legs. You're probably the complete opposite to me, so I love seeing how other bodies move, and it really helps me plan classes going forward as well. So if you found any bits challenging, please do let me know and we will improve on the next one. Always trying to improve. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you on another class very soon. Bye.